Okay, I'm going to try, and I'm going to really try not to lose my patience for doing this, but I already know that's probably not going to happen, because when it comes to religion, especially Christianity, you're not just talking about random opinions on the internet. You're talking about something people build their entire lives around. Their morals, their decisions, how they treat other people. So when I hear somebody speak on it, especially when they're confident and they're loud, like they know what they're talking about, and then they end up being completely wrong, not just even a little bit wrong, not you just misunderstood something wrong, I mean completely fundamentally wrong. It bothers me. I mean, it really pisses me off. And the person we're talking about today is Stevie Knight. And at this point, I'm not even comfortable calling it ignorance anymore, because ignorance means you just don't know. This feels like you don't know, and you don't care to know. You just want to talk. And it's a real problem. For the people that are new here, let me give you context, because I've talked about this dude before, a lot. But if you're new, you might be wondering, who is this guy, and why are you this heated? Stevie Knight is one of those creators that operates in the red pill space, but does this weird thing where he tries to distance himself from it. I mean, you know what I mean? He'll say things like, I'm not like Fresh and Fit, I'm not like Andrew Tate, I'm not like those guys.
Ring ring.
When you actually listen to what he says, it's like, bro, you are those guys. It's the same talking points, the same obsession with women, the same I'm smarter than everyone tone, same constant need to speak on things that don't involve you. The only difference is you're trying to act like you're different, and that makes it worse, because at least the other dudes own what they are. You're trying to play both sides. And let's really talk about this research thing, because every time dudes like this say I did my research, I already know what it means. It means you watched a clip, maybe two, you got emotional, you hit record immediately, and just started talking. No notes, no breakdown, no actual understanding of what you just watched. Just vibes. Just pure, unfiltered opinions with zero structure behind them. And then you sit there like you just dropped knowledge. No, you didn't. It's the way he presents it too. That's what gets me. Because he'll pause, lean forward, start nodding like he's about to say something life-changing, and then say the same most basic surface level take imaginable. Like, dude, you're not unlocking anything. You're not breaking any new ground. You're saying things people have been saying for years. You're just louder about it. That's it. Let's talk about hypocrisy, because this is where everything starts falling apart. You cannot sit there and act like you're morally above people while moving exactly like the people you criticize. You can't do that. Dragging out topics, milking situations, talk about trending names for extended periods of time, not because you care, but because it benefits you, and then turning around and acting like you're the real one. No, it doesn't work like that. It's fake. And the crazy part is, you probably don't even realize you're doing it. Which makes it worse, because now it's not even calculated, it's just who you are. And since you want to be so religious, Stevie, here we go. Matthew 7, verse 5, you hypocrite. That verse exists for a reason, because people have always done this. Point fingers at others while ignoring everything they're doing themselves. And that's exactly what this is. Now, let's get into the real situation. Nala Ray. And before anybody who tries to twist this, let's just lay everything out clearly. Yes, she does OnlyFans. Yes, she has a past. Yes, she has made tons of money off of that lifestyle. I'm not going to ignore that. I mean, everybody knows it. But that's not where the story ends. Because at some point, she decided to change. She looked at her life, she reflected, and she said, I don't want to continue like this. And she turned to Christianity. Now, whether you believe it's genuine or not, that's not the point. The point is, she made a decision to change direction, and instead of acknowledging that, you mock it.
Covered her a few times, bro. Well, mainly her husband, bro. I mean, we covered the fact that all these reformed whores are out here finding Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Which is a whole problem in itself, dog. But she found a sucker to marry her ass, bro. She found a sucker to marry her ass, dog.
And again, it's the confidence for me. Because confidence is supposed to come from knowledge, from understanding, from actually knowing what you're talking about. You have confidence with nothing behind it. If that's like failing a test and looking at the teacher and saying, nah, you graded this wrong. No, Stevie, You are wrong. Calling it cucking for Christ.
Well, looks like they're back at it. Cucking for Christ. Cucking for Christ.
It's just wrong. And it's stupid. That's genuinely one of the dumbest takes you could have had in that moment. And I'm trying to understand how your brain even got there. Like, walk me through that thought process, because there's no logical path that leads to that conclusion. That is just arrogance mixed with ignorance. And that's a terrible combination, because now you're confidently saying things that don't even make sense. And watching you talk about Christianity is painful. It's like watching somebody explain a movie that they didn't even finish. You saw the trailer, caught a few scenes on TikTok, and now you think you understand the whole story. No, you don't. And it clearly shows that you don't. Let's actually go to the source, because clearly you didn't. Luke chapter 5, verse 31 and 32. Jesus came for sinners. Not perfect people, sinners. People with pasts, people who made mistakes, people who lived lives that others judged. That's who he came for. John 8:7. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Go ahead, Stevie. Throw it. But understand what you're saying when you do. You're placing yourself above everybody else, and that's not Christianity. That's ego. You speak with the confidence of someone who thinks they're intelligent, but you don't have the depth to support it. You're loud, you're wrong, and you're comfortable being both at the same time. In all reality, Stevie, it's your brand at this point. I don't know what else to say about it. Proverbs 16:8, pride goes before destruction. And if you keep moving like this, you're proving that verse in real time. Now let's really break this down, because this part is weird.
Bro, are you gonna empathize for him at all, or give your appreciation for this man that he's willing to go through all this shit for your ass, or just appeal to the fucking audience? Because it sounds like this is the first time he's saying this shit to her. He low-key sounds scared, like apprehensive of telling her the truth about the position she put him in. Well, he really put himself in the fucking position, because he did it. But still, you found a sucker. You found a motherfucker to marry. You found a motherfucker to give his nuts away, literally. And she just move on to the next.
You being disinvested in another man's relationship is weird, man. I mean, it really is. There's no way around it. Because if it's not your relationship and it doesn't affect your life, why do you need to care this much? Like, seriously, are you okay? Because this is not normal behavior. This is the type of behavior where people start asking questions. Like, what's really going on behind the scenes? Because no man that is secure is just focused on somebody else's situation. That's not strength. That's insecurity, and it's loud. Very loud. At this point, you don't sound intelligent. You don't sound insightful. You sound bitter. You sound insecure. You sound like somebody who got a platform and started talking without really understanding anything. In all reality, Stevie, who told you that you're the authority here? I really want to know. Was there a meeting? Did they sit down and say, yeah, Stevie, you decide who deserves love now? Because if that happened, they made a terrible mistake. In all reality, stop speaking on Christianity, because every time you do, you expose yourself. And if you have a problem with anything that I said, that's fine. We can talk about it. But until then, let me give you some advice. You might want to take a step back, actually read and learn something. Do anything other than this. Because this ain't it, my dude. But that's all I got. Like the video, subscribe. I mean, we're only 3 subs away from 75, so we're gonna push to 100 at this point by August. And share this. Get this out to anybody possible. I want this in Stevie Knight's face. I want him to be able to see this and react to it. I want to make sure that he sees what the hell I'm saying. And if he's got a problem, I will jump in a call and I will talk to him about it. I'm tired of these people, especially in these red pill spaces, claiming a religion that they know nothing about. They make these points with no real evidence. So get it out there. I have no problem destroying Stevie about a Christianity topic. It'll be clean cut and simple. But that's all I got, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.